G'day guys, what we've got here today is the HEMA Australia iPad and iPhone app. What I'm going to do today is show you some of the really cool features and functions that this app has. First of all, what we're looking at is the 1 to 250,000 scale topographical map. This map covers all of Australia, so you can use one map to go wherever you want to go. As you can see, you can slide around nice and easily, and it will bring up your contour lines. It'll bring up major off-road tracks, as well as things like water courses, golf courses, plenty of information on there. But we all know that's not really the main reason that most people buy it, to get around town. What we want to do is we want to go bush. We want to go to somewhere like the Simpson Desert, Cape York, Victorian High Country. It's pretty easy to do. All we've got to do is tap on this little folder down in the bottom left hand corner. It's going to bring up a list of maps at our current location. What we can do instead of that is slide over here, tap on more maps, go all maps on device. Here we have a list of all the maps that are available Australia-wide. So there's over 70 HEMA maps available there, as well as a 1 to 1 million, a 1 to 250,000, and of course an overall Australian map. So let's go somewhere a little bit interesting. So we can slide down here. We've got the High Country Victorian East sheet. Let's go down a little bit further. Got the Simpson Desert 500k map. So we simply tap on it and it's going to show us the middle of the map. We can then move around the map. We can zoom out. If we continue to zoom out, it'll actually change maps to the next scale, or we can zoom back in. We might know that we want to head to Popple's Corner. Okay, that's pretty simple. What we can do is simply tap on the little flag with the plus next to it, and it's going to put in a waypoint for us. This waypoint we can then drag around the screen by using the little green left, right, up, down arrow, and we can just place it there nicely on Popple's Corner. What you can then do from there, simply tap on the little down arrow. We can go into edit mark. So this allows us to change the name of the waypoint that we put in notes, all sorts of extra information about that waypoint. We can also delete the mark down the bottom. So we can just tap on done for now. What we could also do is create a route. So if you tapped on that mark again, tapped on the little blue down arrow and tap on create route. Now what that's going to do, that turned that into a little blue dot, and we can then tap along and create a route for where we want to go. You can simply tap on done, and that route is now going to be saved on your iPad. You can also use waypoints to mark locations that you've been to. So while it's not quite as interesting, what we're going to do is pop back to our present location in Brisbane. So to do that, we simply tap on the little round button in the middle there. This then brings up our current location, as we can see there by the little purple circle. You can simply tap on the flag with the plus, and it's going to put a waypoint in at that location. You could put a series of waypoints in for every campsite that you stop at along the way. You may also want to know more about your present location. What we can do to do that is simply tap on the little arrow in the bottom right hand corner. That's then going to bring up the information page. This page has plenty of information on it. It's going to show us the speed that we're traveling at. It's going to show us our current position. Up in the top here, it's even going to show us information on our current track log. Because this iPad's been out and about and it's done a little bit of traveling in its time, what we can do is if we tap on this little folder towards the bottom right, we can bring up our previous tracks. So what we can see is it gives us a list of all the tracks that we've driven with the iPad on. We can then simply tap on one of the tracks, go view track, and look, this iPad's been up to Fraser Island. So as you can see, it leaves the track log for where you've been, where you've driven over your trip. You could zoom in and out on that track log as well, so we can get a little bit more information. So you can see, it changes the map we're looking at. I think this was only a quick trip up to Fraser, but as you can see, it leaves that information there so you could follow that next time, or you could pass that track on to your friends. So really there's plenty of things that you can do with the HEMA iPad app. Hopefully this has shown you a little bit of the full functionality and capability of the app. So guys, just get out there and be prepared to explore.